One of the questions I am most frequently asked, whether it be in my Discord server or comments on my videos, is when will Subnautica Below Zero go full release? And that makes sense. Everyone, myself included, wants to know when this amazing game is going to be fully released. And that's why it's super unfortunate that no one really knows for sure. But I might have just discovered when Subnautica Below Zero will be fully released. I think I know when this amazing game will be completely finished, so be sure to stick around to the end. Subnautica was released in early access on December 16th, 2014 on Steam. After 3 long years of game development, it was finally fully released on January 23rd, 2018. Console players had to wait another year, however, but it was finally released for Xbox and PS4 on December 4th, 2018. Shortly thereafter, Subnautica Below Zero was released in early access on January 30th, 2019, and it's been under development for about 2 years. If you're on console, I'm so sorry, I can only hope they will bring Below Zero to consoles soon. In total, including the time before early access, Subnautica was developed for about 4 years, as Subnautica was worked on for about a year before the early access release. Subnautica Below Zero has been under development for about 3 years so far, including the 1 year of development before, like Subnautica, it was released in early access. So, based on this, at first you might be like, dang it, we have to wait 1 more year until it's going to be fully released. However, there is one major difference between the development of Subnautica and the development of Subnautica Below Zero. Subnautica started from scratch. They had to program everything, they had nothing to work off of. In contrast, Subnautica Below Zero already has a whole game to work off of. They have the basic game mechanics, designs, and so much more. They already have a whole blueprint for a game, so it would make sense that Below Zero would take less time than Subnautica did. So, when will Subnautica Below Zero be released? Here is my original thought process. The story seems to be almost finished. They've finished up all of the main story and are only working on a little bit of the side lore at the moment. The biomes are complete, the creatures are complete, basically they have to just finish up a few of the PDAs, make an end scene, and they're good. At first, I guessed that Subnautica Below Zero only had a few more months until full release. I guessed that Below Zero would be out in January to February, because the story seems finished, it seems very close to completion. However, after some consideration, I decided to change my mind. I then began to think, Subnautica Below Zero is still far from finished. It will still take some time. Not a ton of time, less than Subnautica did, but I think it will still be a few months. My reasons for this? Subnautica Below Zero still has a lot of bugs. It's poorly optimized. I get really bad frames per second on this game compared to the original Subnautica. The story still needs work, but there's also tons of bugs and optimization issues to be worked on. So I changed my mind. I decided that Subnautica Below Zero would be out this summer, around June or July. But then, something interesting happened that changed everything. Literally, when I was typing up the script, the Subnautica developers Unknown Worlds released a bug update for Subnautica Below Zero titled The Teeny Tiny Update, and this cemented when Subnautica Below Zero is going to come out. I now know with a 90% surety when Subnautica Below Zero will come out. Let me tell you how I know this. Upon examining the changelog, I noticed a few really important things. In the first paragraph, they tell us, though this is not a major early access update, consider it a halfway mark. Between Relics of the Past and our next major update, it does contain a ton of bug fixes, optimizations, and polish to the world. This right here is one of the reasons I think I know when full release will be. I will tell you that reason later. If we scroll down, we can see a changelog with everything they've done, and it's literally everything I talked about earlier that needed to be fixed. Bugs and optimization. The exact reason I thought it would be delayed. Now let me explain in depth how this update tells me when Subnautica Below Zero will be fully released. First off, the only reason I thought we would have to wait is because of the bugs and optimization issues. But here they are in this update, fixing all, if not most of them. Why else would they do this unless the next update will be full release? They haven't done anything like this before. It makes perfect sense now. This is the update that paves the way for full release. This fixes all the bugs in preparation for the final full release update. The clue for when it's going to happen? Consider it a halfway mark between Relics of the Past and our next major update. First off, I don't know if it's just me, but that word major just really seems to hint to me that the next update is going to be the full release update. Next, they say it's a halfway mark. If it makes sense that the next update will be full release, we can use that phrase to guesstimate when Subnautica Below Zero will come out. If you look at the official Subnautica YouTube channel, we can see that an update comes out every 2 months. Conveniently, this update comes out 1 month after the most recent update. If the next update is going to come out 2 months from the most recent one, like they have been in the past, then this update is halfway in between the previous update and the future update. And if the next update is full release, then I've come to a conclusion that Subnautica Below Zero will be fully released this January, January 2021. This full release update will solidify everything, fix all the remaining bugs and optimization issues, And most importantly, add the final ending we've all been waiting for. I find it interesting that all the Subnautica full release and early access releases have been in either January or December, so January would fit perfectly. This supports my theory even more. This bug update will pave the way for the ultimate full release update this January 2021. I can't think of a better way to start off the year. For consoles, similarly to what happened with Subnautica, if Subnautica Below Zero will be fully released on PC in January, then it's probably going to take another year for them to fully release it on console, although it might be a little less. I'm sorry console players, but you might just have to wait until next December, or maybe next January to play this amazing game. Although it is possible that they could release it in early access sometime soon and update it to full release next January, but I find that kind of unlikely. Now a quick disclaimer. I could be wrong. This wouldn't be the first time the Subnautica developers have tricked us, but like I said earlier, I'm 90% sure at this point that Subnautica Below Zero will be fully released in January of 2021. Now, I could be wrong, there is always that 10%. I originally thought January, then I switched to this summer, partly because that would be most convenient for me, and now I've come full circle and switched back to January because that makes the most sense. Now, if I do get this wrong, I'm simply speculating, but if I get this right, I get to have that I told you so moment that I'm really looking forward to. Because I'm pretty darn sure at this point. Let me know in the comment section below what you guys think. Do you think I'm right or wrong? Why? Any questions or concerns? Please let me know. And as always, thank you guys so much for watching. Please like and subscribe, it's free, plus it helps me out a ton. Help me reach 4,000 subscribers as fast as possible. I can't thank you enough for 3,000. Also, please check out my other Subnautica and Subnautica Below Zero content. You may like it. Be sure to check out my Discord server and Twitch channel. The links are in the description. If you want to be awesome, please support me on Patreon. Thanks to my patrons, Sir Lord Mister and King Nocho. Become a patron and support today. The link to my Patreon is in the description as well. And I will see you guys in the next video.